Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Many Polos.
Would it help me if I could see?
Sure, I mean, probably. Wouldn't
I'm gonna
hurt.
use my tinderbox and my torch.
Okay.
Torch.
Roll a survival check for me.
Survival. Let's go. I have a plus. Oh, of course. Of course.
You have a +4, and you rolled a 1.
I'm gonna die here. No, yeah. Yep.
So you look at, you're rummaging around in your pack for it, and you find both of the implements, but you go to hold the torch with like your knees, and you're trying to strike the flint and steel together to get a spark onto the torch, and you see a bright flash in the chamber as you do, and the metal that you were touching that's just below your feet basically shines up to you as gold, and it's kind of looks like it's in the shape of two beetles facing each other just before your vision goes black again and the flint flies off into the corner somewhere.
Wonderful. Is everyone on the call playing?
Ash and Griselda, I do not believe can see the screen, so I do not know.
We're trying to load.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been loading for a minute. We're in a garage, so
And-
you know.
And I figured you weren't able to make it to last session, so I was kind of filling in the gap here with this.
Yeah.
For a second.
Yeah, seeing as how I'm stuck, that would help. So do I recall what the cat said when I asked for help?
It just purred, and the next thing you knew, you were being absorbed into the stone, and it was what it felt
Oh.
like.
So it put me somewhere safe. Okay, so I'm now... Okay. I gotcha. Well. None of this helps me. I'm gonna just try, like, punching one of the walls.
Oh, okay. Just rolling on arm strike, I guess.
Unarmed
Yeah.
strike, yeah.
What do you think?
Just see. Of course.
Is that a 25 to hit? I think you hit the wall, even though it's dark.
Yeah, I can't strike I can't light my torch, but I can hit the wall.
How are you hitting it? To be clear, with your foot,
I'm
with
just
your
straight
hand.
up. Oh yeah, with my hand. This is just like full on like Kill Bill style, but with more room, right? Because I'm not in a coffin.
So it's just like
Trying to break free.
So it's just like a straight punch too. Okay. So you.
Yeah.
You have that stone skin too. What's your AC?
18.
Okay. Let me just do this then. Oh, there are so many options. Maybe it'd be easier from here. Can I do this? No. Boop doop. Let me just one.
Whip.
That didn't work.
You have to do /R, /R, /R. I don't know which one's slash and which one's /.
I never know either. So /R and then the dice.
It's the one under the question mark. Yeah. Or.
Unrecognized. That one is a deep.
Yeah.
Oh, that worked. I'll accept that. So you punch it. That one threw a dice out there. Do you see that on the screen?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Looks like it's glow in the dark.
Yeah. I don't know how you change that either. Anyways, You punch the wall, and you feel it start to give on your knuckles, and you glance the blow more or less, and you do kind of chip off a chunk of the wall, but it's not like, I exaggerate when I say a chunk. It was more of a small sliver of the wall of stone.
Okay. Do I get the impression that the wall's gonna give if I keep punching it?
It does not seem like soft rock. No. It is.
Okay. Well, I did see the gold in the middle, so I'm gonna like inch my way over to these gold statues, what it seemed like, and I'm gonna, I guess, try to feel them.
They're engravings in the floor that you're starting to feel with your hands across. And it is still very much the cold metal feeling that you were having before, and it is in the center of this perfectly square room that you seem to be standing in.
So it's engraved in the floor, so there's nothing for me to like hold on to or try to move or pick up or...
Nothing that you can perceive with while you're just touching it, but if you wanted to investigate, you could roll that.
I'm gonna go ahead and like tap on the torque and be like, hey, is anybody else in a box?
I haven't had a box.
I forget who else went with me to go see the cat. I know they're not on the call, but...
No one actually went with you to see the cat. Mariel did talk to the cat after you had. Seeing that you had disappeared, having talked to the cat, remembered that it's got some magical abilities, and they were dealing with some shit of their own, so hadn't delved into finding out where Mamey had gone.
Okay, so I'm the only one who interacted with the cat.
Other than Mariel, but you wouldn't have known that technically either as Mamey.
Okay.
Because that happened before, or rather, Mariel's interaction happened after you had disappeared. Hey,
Gotcha.
looks like we got a Jesse down here, and
I see that. I like these like pattern things it gives you as a token.
yeah, they are interesting. Kind of remind me of that one game that's like they make, I don't exactly understand it fully, but it like makes worlds from blocks automatically and by a mathematical equation technically. Forget how
Are
it
you talking
works.
about that space exploration game?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know that people keep calling them worlds, and I'm always confused because I'm like, those are dots. Those are very clearly dots, not a world.
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't say anything else.
I thought someone else was. So there is a game that uses an AI or machine learning or something to, it's like space exploration, and it does like populate new planets.
Oh.
Just like using an algorithm. So you can legitimately be the first person, and it's like an MMO.
That's
so the
New
more
Man's
you
Sky.
play, the more people that play, the more that the algorithm generates random new planets. And someone was explaining it to me, and I can't remember what the name of the game is, but it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's New Man's Sky.
Sounds like No Man's Sky.
No, that's what I
almost.
mean. That's what I meant. No Man's.
Yeah, No Man's Sky.
It is fun. I've played a good bit of hours in that.
If Jess could hear us, I know she'd chime in because she's been all about that right now.
I am all about that game.
It sounds like something I'll be when I have free time again, when I can be a person.
Yeah.
I wish I was people.
It is fun just to explore and find planets endlessly.
That's pretty much what I do. The only other goal you can technically have, I guess, other than just getting to each planet in the entire galaxy, which is nearly impossible of in itself, but you can get the center of the galaxy and kind of restart, is the other thing that people do.
So my page has loaded, but all I see is blackness, and my player icon is a quilt.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a blankie.
Keep me warm.
Let me see. We're in this space. I think you should be able to be. You should be in this space, but you would have experienced the table, more or less, as well. Yeah, I gotta go back to this part. I don't have all of this down pat yet of where I need to go to get things.
Okay.
But yeah, you should have control of Ash and Bob in this particular view. You might have to move them around a bit. I think it's the same controls as before, with you can use like the D-pad essentially.
Alright, I'm
You
just
be
trying to
an
zoom
Ash.
in and out right now because I am struggling. It keeps flying me across the screen.
Oh, do you guys have the like little zoom bar on the right side of the screen where you can like zoom a particular amount?
I do. But I'm not like zooming in on my person. I'm zooming in like way off to the side.
Yeah, that's for some reason how the map loads for me too. Do you guys like see the whole map?
I see like a tiny triangle of space right in front of my character.
That should be exactly how it should look. Yeah. For some reason,
Okay.
which I thought was pretty neat. Basically, you're seeing in front of you like you would if you were a person, instead of that 360 degree view, because you don't have eyes in the back of your head essentially.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Aw.
Yeah, I thought it made sense too after I thought about it, because I was trying to fix it at first because we're used to the other way, but then I was like, it sort of kind of makes sense, if you think about it. But I think Mamey just said something over the torque to you guys, and you guys are the only one that are conscious. I'll put in air quotes right now.
Indeed.
You asked if anybody else was in a box. I'm not. I'm out in the hallway with. Who was I standing with? Thea?
You're standing across from Thea, correct? Yeah. You're right around the corner, rather. And you guys were attacking
We were just throwing that at you.
at the stone formation.
I am not in a box. How did you end up in a box?
That's, I don't know. I would love to get out though. It's dark in here.
You're not in your chef box, are you?
No, unfortunately. I mean, I have it, but I'm not in it.
Oh no, has she been shrunk down and put into a box? Is this Ivory?
Oh no, same with this.
Oh, I did turn. Did this stay?
That statue is destroyed, right? Because if it is, I would like to, I guess, turn and try to make my way back to where I saw Flint.
The cat's destroyed?
No.
Not the cat, the thumbs up statue.
It's a stone formation again in the ground, on the ground that you guys were attacking, so it was flat. But
Oh wait, it's a flat rock formation?
yep.
I was imagining just this like statue of an arm just floating in the air with a thumbs up.
That would be much better. But I was trying to figure out how. Well, essentially, yeah, some little lore fact. The chains that are binding Loki are actually the guts of his son that the gods killed, and chained him up with.
Wait, which one?
Fucking metal.
Yeah. And how those were kind of tied to these magical points were underground, essentially. so that people
Can
couldn't
you
go
guys
just.
hear that?
Hmm?
Just like this loud noise that's behind us. Can you hear it?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
Um,
No, it's a cricket.
the stone
It's
formation. The stone
no
formation, though, hadn't been destroyed. It had been started to be destroyed, and Mariel was running around the corner to help with that. I think she would continue to do that action, but I'm not 100%. I was trying to think. Let me just. Is there a.
I think
Can
you
I just-
definitely would.
I know what I can do. Oh, cool. Advanced roll. D100. Roll. Pretty.
Do you want to keep those separate? Nope. Okay.
17. So it is. This is. Mamey's question actually was happening before you guys started destroying the rock. Ash and Zolas in particular. But because you were probably just rounding back here actually when Mamey had asked the question essentially. Can you see that after I've moved you? I don't know how fast.
Yeah.
Cool. So then you came back around this corner and had started on that, and Mamey, as you're actually standing there inside the stone box, you hear what sounds like muffled sounds around you, and a crashing of magic, and a start of hacking on some rocks as well. Then it would be current time.
Does it sound like it's coming at me? Like, should I try to, like, protect myself?
It sounds like it's not directed at you. It sounds like it's coming through the wall. Oh yeah, long hold on directly behind the way that you're facing.
Directly behind the way that I'm facing.
Yeah, so directly behind you.
Okay. So where I punched the wall.
Roundabouts.
I helped. Well, then I'm gonna get away from this wall, I suppose. I'm gonna walk around the perimeter of this box and see if I can feel for my tinderbox.
Oh, okay. Roll another investigation for me. And
I cannot access my fucking.
How do I? I can't turn around.
it's at the top of your little square.
Yeah, I turned around so it's at the bottom and there's an icon over it.
Oh.
Investigation, you said?
Yes, please. I don't know why the turn order.
Look at that! 12.
There you go. As your
Turn order. Sorry.
Yeah, did something pop up for you guys or something? Because I keep looking.
Turn order popped up.
Yeah, I'm clicking it on my side, but it doesn't have the one that I put in earlier, which is unfortunate because the only place I'd had that information was from Astral.
Let's say it's just a blank turn order bubble for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying. One thing from the changeover that I couldn't quite grasp. I put it in there from, like I said, from Astral, but it didn't seem to hold, I guess, in me editing and doing other things around in here. But anyways, can you see that far? Control L. Oh, you can see that far. That's pretty far. But that makes sense. You're seeing, actually, Flint, from your view, Griselda, who had just attacked one of the other poos.
Yeah, fuck that poo.
Yay, poop!
Pulled her hand back, looking at it. You can't quite see from this distance, but Griselda, you would be, since you are here, I can fill in that you were just kind of admiring the exposure of your skeletal hand where your palm used to be. And then you're both, Griselda and Flint, seeing the 3 other poos, the one that you're not attacking, Griselda, having sloshed up to the other side of Loki, and Loki's just like making a shooing motion, and then you can see the figure who you would have vaguely remembered as Fanny from your first encounters with any living creatures in this level of hell, who had been wearing a scarf on their head, take the scarf off and look directly at Loki, and then the poop in the rest of the chamber, even the ones that aren't alive, start to turn to stone.
Ooh.
It turned the poo to stone?
She just scared the shit out of him.
You need to drink more water.
Should just move around. Yeah. I'm just moving out. It's going fast.
So that was something that Chauvin had been planning, basically, by running up there and getting the Medusa's attention. And that's what you guys were experiencing from your side of things. You can see and move around too, right, Flint?
Yes.
Okay. So then you got your free movement again. There isn't combat happening down here with Ash, Mariel, and Zolas, but you do hear Mamey as you're picking up your flint. Mariel just scream, "I am Mariel Battlehammer!" and run, and there's a big crash. And that came clearly through the stone, so you're assuming it had to have been very much loud. And the next thing you know is there's a bit of a zap sound. Let me see.
Zap.
Yeah. I gotta get to her thing. Let me see. I gotta get to her character sheet and roll. I can roll as anybody too. Mariel Battlehammer.
No.
Come on, load, dang you. But your flint is in your hand, Mamey.
Yay!
And
Well, I'm gonna try again.
Okay, that's a survival.
To light the torch. And that was survival.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! 22.
Nice. Oh, I had to wait for it to finish rolling here.
I need you to go.
Cool.
Where do you want me to go?
I can turn around. I just want to turn around.
There you go.
Yay!
What does it look like from your side? Oh yeah, that is cool though. Do you guys notice that I did leave one setting on, which is where your friends have been? It looks like, or maybe it's where you have been, like a fog of war thing. Then you
Yeah,
have.
where you have been.
Yeah.
Then you can have.
When you move.
Then you have like a little bit of a. Oh wow, you can scroll all the way out and still see all that probably, huh? That's cool.
Touch you?
And for your reference, I did find control and scroll, like using the control button and the scroll wheel will scroll you in and out, like up, zoom, essentially.
Okay.
And then I think you can change all of these in your own settings, but the right click is the pan button. So if you hold right click down. But, okay. With a 22, yeah, this time you're prepared for it. You have the torch between your knees, you grab the flint firmly and strike it against the steel, and the torch whoosh and you can see very plainly that you are in a rough-hewn stone chamber with a it's not engraved, the metal, it's when you inlay metal into the floor, these two
Okay.
shapes, I don't know if you have any other interpretation of what the shapes look like, but your first impression is that of two beetles that are locked with their horns in some sort of combat sexual dance. You're not 100% sure.
I'm
That's
gonna
all
stand
that-
on him.
What's the difference?
I don't think we died.
Nothing happens when you do stand on them, but you, other than your goblin-headed feet are slapping on the metal, but you do hear Mariel scream again and swing her axe down through the stone wall, and it is distinctly in this direction, as well as
Okay.
Ash.
wow.
What you're experiencing is Mariel
I think that's
swinging away at the stone formation and just hacking it to bits, loudly, aggressively, and happily. Oh, nice. Not natural, but just whack, whack, whack. But and the wires that were exposed from before, Mariel starts to whack into those too as she just keeps going under the stone formation, chopping them to bits.
Look, what's wrong? Remember this?
What was that last one? Oh,
Yeah,
is that a nat one?
something. Yeah, maybe like 5 spot in it.
6? No, it's a yeah. It was so that last one is when Mariel actually brings her hammer back, and then you can hear and kind of see a crack actually on this wall that you were standing there against, Mamey, as the sound resounds inside of your stone box, ringing.
Wonderful.
But it seems to have been on the only strike that actually hit the box. The other ones were not directed at it. You can tell for sure now.
I'm gonna yell real loud.
Really set one up.
What are you yelling?
Just a hey, I'm in here. Get me out.
Do I hear this?
Roll perception.
Yeah.
Mariel
I haven't thought for that.
is not very perceptive either. Oh, I gotta go back to it. Didn't finish. There we go. Now
19!
Woo! Zolus. So you distinctly hear Mamey's voice coming from your right, Ash. It seems like through the from the stone wall.
Oh, and that column thing that was next to me?
Mm-hmm.
So you are like,
And
Yeah, you and I aren't standing next to each other.
that's not bad. Zola seems to raise an eyebrow at you looking at the same stone formation. And Mariel actually does stop and before striking the stone formation on the ground again and looks around and goes, I'm trying to affect her accent, but it's going to take me a second here. What does
Can I inspect the column pillar thing
Sure.
for like a door or an opening or a hole?
Yeah. If you can roll an investigation.
Oh, 8.
Is that your flat roll?
My flat roll is a 2.
Oh, okay. I was just double checking. Because I think you're rolling dice in person, right?
I'm rolling dice on an app because I forgot to bring dice out here with me.
Oh. Do you have D&D Beyond up?
I do, but my character sheet will not load. Like, it just says try again after a short rest. And I'm like, yeah, I printed it out. I have, like, my sheet in front of me physically.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm just using that for right now.
Hey, whatever works. I was just curious what the situation was there, too.
Paper.
Because I hadn't seen your rolls come through if you were rolling from D&D Beyond. That's what I was double checking that that it was working for you as well, because I know you'd had some problems in the past with Astral and Beyond 20 and the link up between it and D&D Beyond. So,
Yeah. We're going to get a Wi-Fi extender for out here, so hopefully we won't have these jankety problems next time.
Hey, what was the roll again? Sorry, I got sidetracked in the thinking there.
8.
8. You are quite sure this is solid stone. You're kind of like slapping it. And there isn't even any resounding sound to it. It's very obviously stone.
I know, I heard something coming from this stone.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was...
And you were quite sure that it was Mamey.
Where's the dragonfly? I'm like... Am I able to do an action at the moment, or
Yep.
do I need to wait for my turn?
Nope. Same thing with you, Flint. I haven't seen if you're moving around up there or not, but...
No, I was just listening, really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen you start to walk up to Loki. And...
Alright, I want to use Acid Splash on this column next to me.
Okay.
Oh, God. I'm gonna yell, hey, stand back, before I do it.
Roll a perception for me, Mamey. While you're rolling your acid splash.
Oh,
Ash.
nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, oh, wow, I smell that already.
Very nice. So you are 100% sure that the... Oh, I gotta... Yell from Ash is coming from that distinct corner of the chamber. Even though it starts to echo profusely after the first yell.
Okay.
Okay, so I summon a ball of acid in my hand, and I take a couple steps back and just lob it at the wall. Which needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 14.
It fails.
That wall sucks!
Alright, now I need to roll a damage. What is damage?
It's a very philosophical question.
Well, I'm looking at my sheet and it doesn't say what my damage die are.
It's only emotional kind.
Acid splash.
What am I?
Where's your... Gonna go to that character sheet.
Yeah, I know. It's so not helpful.
Spells. Acid splash. It should be... The spell's damage increases by 1d6. When you reach level 5, you are level 7, so you... No, that was level 5, it gets 2d6. It is regularly 2d6, so for a total of 4d6.
Oh, okay. 13. I like it a lot. I do 13 damage to this wall.
And when you lob the acid forward, you do see it
Forget it.
sizzling across the surface of it, and the gouge goes a good 2 or 3 feet into it, varyingly, but it does not seem to have made it all the way through. And Mariel shrugs and keeps whacking at this stone formation. Anyways. That's what I assume Mariel would do anyways.
Yeah, I think she would do that too. Is that it for my turn then?
There is no turn. You can keep doing it. That looks like that's an at-will thing too, so if you wanted to do it again, it's up to you.
I do.
Go for it.
Just do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out and wait for
I
Just to
throw
come
another
through the
ball of acid,
Okay.
and I do 12 damage this time.
All right. And it does gouge it again as it down through the wall. And Mamey, with your torch, you're seeing a bit of light start to trickle in from that corner in the room that you're in. And Ash, you are seeing some flickering torchlight through what looks like a thing, probably a fist-sized hole, in varying spots, depending upon where it splashed up against it and where it trickled down from. It doesn't seem to be all the way through, but it's pretty nearly. But you're able to talk, and you can kind of look through, and you see Mamey in the opposite corner of where you've been attacking, and some gold that seems to be shimmering in her room.
So
You're there.
I want to do acid splash again, but I want to be a little bit more controlled, and with the a globe of acid, kind of set it inside the hole and let go of it.
Oh, okay. Roll an extra d6 for me just to see, because I think that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah.
13.
So that was with 5d6.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
That 13 is just coming straight through, isn't it? That's interesting.
15.
Cool. So as you're slowly taking the globe this time, and more so going controlled across the stone, you kind of make a hole your size, so about 4 foot by 3 foot, or I guess probably like 3 foot by 2 foot wide. Or no, you're 4 foot by 2 foot wide.
If the wall is not dripping with acid, I'm gonna lean in and be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yay!
And
I'm just happy to see you.
it is dripping, but you do find a spot that you would touched first, so it has less acid on it, that you're able to watch your head on basically at the top and duck under and look in.
Is this big enough for you to fit through?
Is it big enough for me to fit through?
You're 7.
Can I just
7 foot
Huh?
by. I'm trying to think of how wide you would be. You'd probably be about 3 foot wide.
I'm
That's
300
what it's
pounds. Yeah.
I just sliced it diagonally.
So I'm
together.
thinking if you
Lean over.
yeah, you'd have to
Crouch, crawl.
you'd have to crouch, and you'd have to bring your arms and
Okay.
shoulder in somewhat, but you could squeeze through. You're seeing.
Well, if you need me to make it bigger, I will.
That would be helpful. I would appreciate it if you would make it bigger.
All right, again,
That's
I'm
what
gonna hold on to the glob of acid and set it down on the wall again to make it bigger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
11.
And you clear off the top head of a little bit more, and you make it a little bit wider at the shoulders, which is where you think it would need to be, but you get it around 6 foot this time, and like the shoulders are at about 3 foot, but it's quite narrow down at the bottom around the leg area that it would be for you. But you would now you're looking at it, Mamey, and you'd just have to duck, essentially.
Okay. I'm gonna duck and run on through, I suppose.
Bloop.
Look at that!
There's no easy way to create doors or utilize doors in this. It's been one of my
Tools?
what
No, the door.
complaints. There isn't really a door. There is a door function that I found, but it's very convoluted, and I haven't been able
Not
to figure it
easy to
out.
use, huh?
No, yeah, I haven't been able to figure it out at all. But yeah, you're out of that hole, and there is I think I could probably do something like this too. Dynamic lighting.
Well, I don't know how I got there, but I'm glad that I'm out. Thanks for your help.
Wonder how fast that is. And you're looking at Mario happily chopping away at some stone formation around the corner from you. And there is one last sound, it sounds like, and Flint, you're standing in front of Loki as you see the chain around his right foot break free, and now he's only being held by the right arm and his neck to the stone. And he kind of cheers once and stretches. He's like, "Oh, man, I haven't been able to move these limbs in thousands of years. This is great."
I'm gonna yell up at him and be like, "Don't worry, we're planning on getting the rest of them off for you too."
Woo! I got a big reward coming for you guys.
It's a train.
I hope that's honest and not ominous.
It is Loki.
So how many limbs are free now?
3 of the 5, including there's one around his neck. So there's one arm and his head still very much attached to the pillar, or the dais, however you want to, dais, whatever.
Platform.
Yeah, platform. And you actually see him too, like, maybe I can, and he goes to grab the chain with his free hand that's around his other wrist and tries to pull on it, but as soon as it starts to budge and break, his arm turns into a snake, and he's like, ah, shit, and he just like shakes it, and it turns back into an arm.
I hate when my arms turn into snakes.
Yeah, it's
Right?
awkward.
It's even weirder when your snake turns into an arm.
Then you just have a pet arm, you know. It's pretty useful.
A pet arm.
Yeah. Like Thing, isn't it? From
Oh, from Adam's family?
yeah, from Adam's Family.
Yeah, he was just a hand.
Yeah. Didn't have the full elbow weenus thing going on, but well, I think that was a good tutorial start there, without getting too far into this main story, since everybody's not
Yeah.
here. But is there anything else you guys can think of that you need to
It was there.
try that you normally would use?
Oh, it just said the connection quit. Oh no, wait, it came back.
I did want to see something. Ash, can you move that mirror? I think I gave you control of it, which is something that I couldn't do with just like random items.
Ah, I got it. Oh, look, Bob the Snake is skinny.
Yeah, that was something that I would complain, is that I can only make things, like if I need to resize things to like a half size or something, I'd have to go do it in another app, like in a computer. Yeah, look at that. You can move the mirror, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I can just give you guys control of tokens, which is cool, I thought. So like if you needed to carry an item, or like you're currently still carrying this mirror around, which I'm assuming you set up against the opposite wall over here probably too, about where you're, like the opposite of what you're doing while you were acid splashing the crap out of that corner. Can you guys get through that spot too now? I think I edited the visibility. It's called a...
Yeah, I can see into it now.
Yeah.
Cool.
That beetle statue in there, that's what I'm seeing, right?
Yeah, and again, this one's another floor one, so it's like recessed in the floor. But
So wait, is this Poop Pocket?
yeah, I couldn't see, that was the thing. I couldn't make Poop Pocket the half sizes that we could with Astral, because in Astral,
Yeah.
Poop Pocket is not the size of Mamey. It's a literal bat.
Right.
So.
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Figure some things out more as we go too. But I think that was a good
Yeah.
figured
Say
out.
that was successful.
Yeah.
I'm out of the box.
Yeah. Made progress, seen our roles, and have moved on to roll 20.
All right.
So.
I'd call that progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get better the more we use it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll figure out more things, and you guys will figure out more things, and it'll become easier.
By our powers combined, we will be a whole functioning human.
You might overestimate, but I'm okay with it.
All right.
Cool.
No.
That's good, because
Yeah, we can move back together. All right, if we break it, we can fix it. Or I put sanitizer on my chest.
I'm surprised you didn't want to shoot Warren there, Flint, after carrying all the shits over there and then running away from him and letting you deal with them.
I thought about it.
Just like right in the ass as he's running around the corridor.
You son of a bit, bam!
Yep.
You can plan it for him next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make a little note to yourself. Shoot Warren.
In the ass.
Johnny, your wife's out here cutting her hair.
No.
Just
Better
keep the
watch it,
fire
I
away
see a
from her.
2007 Britney Spears happening.
You know, hair's overrated. It's fine.
Yep.
I love so much of it. I hate it. But I like it at the same time.
It's the worst conundrum.
It gets in everything. It gets caught everywhere.
Yep.
You could just shave it off for a while. It grows back.
It does.
I kind of
grow
want
back.
to shave it off and just like buy a wig.
I have been
That's like-
thinking about doing that for a very long time.
I have had the same debacle.
And then I could just have like a different hairstyle every day, different color too.
You could have multiple wigs. You could, you know. Yeah.
And then when I go to bed, I don't have to worry about putting it up or braiding it or anything.
Right.
waiting for
When
it
you
to...
get into a fight, you'd be like, "Bitch, hold my weave."
That's when you know it's getting real. Like, oh shit, she took it off.
He come on one day and John was playing dress up with the cats.
Just got the wigs on him and the cats.
Help! All right.
What's up with all these little dots you got on yourself there, Mamey? Oh, you turned them all on. I see.
Yeah, I just clicked buttons.
I did that earlier.
But I don't.
Do you guys have access to this one? Maybe not. You're dead. That's what that means.
Oh shit!
I'm sick.
I don't want to be dead. I want to live.
You're not actually. I was just... That was a...
Token aura.
I could have freaking used that.
Oh. Ooh, it can be square.
For $20, that can be anything you like.
Oh, it doesn't show up. I'm supposed to have an aura of 20 feet. It's
Oh.
supposed to be blue.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Oh, I don't see it.
Might just take a second. Yeah, just move for a bit. Dude, it's giant. That might be why you don't see it. Like, you might not be able to see...
I made it 20 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait a sec. Let me see if I can... Like just drop you in another area real quick. Like, you're... Like, out here. You should be able to see 20 feet. Back there, you don't even see 20 feet. How's that?
Wait, I can't.
I dropped you pretty far. You might have to, like...
Yeah. I
zoom
watched
out.
it go, but, like, I don't know where I am now. I watched my token move. Where are you? Where are you? Where am I?
Up and to the left. If you control...
Ah, I see it. Yeah, no. I still don't.
You still don't see it?
I changed it to... Let me change it back to 20. I changed it to 3. Yeah, no, it's not showing up for me.
That's weird. Do you see it, Flint?
No. I don't even see...
Mamey?
Yeah.
Mamey is very much here.
Very.
Did that work? Do you see Mamey now?
You know I did this. We don't have any water.
No.
That's
Yep.
weird.
I'm like lighthousing. And I don't see anybody.
A lot of them need washed anyways.
Oh! She's
I'm on
super yeah, you super blend into the floor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Trying to say.
Everybody can see it but me.
The aura?
Yeah.
I know, I don't see an aura, I just see Mamey.
Oh, that's weird. I can
But you see the blue.
only I can
No.
see the blue.
Huh. I feel like there's some kind of, like, setting.
Yeah,
it's
that's what I was
not,
trying. I was trying to find this earlier too when we were talking, but I wanted to. Because they say like go. I've turned on this one show nameplate, but I gotta go into player permissions. Maybe player permissions is like. Where is it?
How did you do that? I have no idea.
It might be all the way out of the thing.
Yeah, I'm not bleeding or anything. It's just like. My skin. Just like the first.
Oh, well, anyway, I got these because I thought that if you wanted, you could do another, or you could do a version of Ogden, right? Too, because I did it with these.
Games.
It's better than buying a $30 something that you're gonna like mangle.
Settings. Game settings. Maybe. Allow public access.
Weird.
Allow players to import their own characters.
That's
That's cool.
I know, I was just trying to like,
Settings.
you know, do it.
Is the lens thing?
No, it was just a velvet heart that I found in the button bin.
Love a good button bin.
Button bin. Yep, we got one now.
Yeah.
You might be able to add heat to them and give them
Well,
more.
that was the session, folks. If you were wanting to do anything else, but I'm trying to figure out some other things here to see if I can change this permission to see that you guys see.
I think I'm gonna hop out. Nature's calling.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Thanks for
Yeah.
helping us
Bye.
out.
No problem.
That's up to you.